All right, what is up? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a full project review and breakdown for a project called Basis, which allows you to put your digital assets to work. Thank you to Basis for sponsoring this video. We're gonna do a deep dive on how you can get your Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, and even gold stablecoin, so Pax Gold, working for you and generating yield for you. And this is actually using arbitrage. This is one of the first platforms I've seen doing this, and this is extremely interesting. So if you watch until the end, you're gonna know how to do this, how to get Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, and even Pax Gold working for you through their platform, and you're gonna understand how they do what they do. You can't stop it. So if we jump into basis.pro here, this is their actual website. They're an institutional grade crypto arbitrage and staking platform, and they're developed by Base 58 Labs here, which shows, they're the engine behind Basis Pro, market microstructure and execution systems. So they actually have built Basis Pro, which is right here, which they classify themselves as a research institution under Base 58 Labs, advancing the study of digital asset trading systems, execution infrastructure, and institutional market structure. Now, first things first, I know there's no XRP on this list here. I'm hoping that I can tell them to get XRP or even some kind of HBAR or Stellar in this live assets on their platform, but we're going to jump into their platform and show you how this works. So going through the main website a little bit, they talk about risk checks, which I love to see, showing how the spreads move across centralized exchange perps, and then DEX pools, and how they're actually doing the arbitrage. And later into the app, when I show you the app, you will see that they are tracking the live spreads across centralized exchanges and trying to get that arbitrage. So it's reading signals, filters risk, and reflects the outcomes through the supported ST assets. They've got 4 assets right now, and they have this new term called DRR. Live DRR is annualized into APR values. And obviously these go up and down. These are very high. So obviously with any platform that generates yield, there is always risk involved. So don't for one second think that you that this is easy money or anything like that. You're gonna have to understand what's going on, and be careful with your risk and control what you put into this. So if we keep going through this, you can see DRR is the daily reward rate, and they show this as an annualized APR. As I said, they've got Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, and Pax G. These are mapping directly to these ST assets here. And then they've got BSCB, so a lot of acronyms here, which is a safety mode for route, asset, venue, and module risk. The rewards are not fixed, so they're not guaranteeing you a certain amount of money here or a certain amount of rewards. The DRR obviously changes with the market conditions. For withdrawals, you just unstake it, convert it 1-to-1, and then withdraw the asset, and your dashboard tracks everything. And then they say, put your digital assets to work. So let's actually jump into the app or the platform here, and we're going to try this out with some Sol. First of all, if you're wondering on anything, they have one of the most comprehensive docs that I've ever seen for a project. By the way, there is no token for this, so we're not promoting a token or buying a token here. This is an actual platform with a working product. As you can see, they go through every single thing here, risk matrices, telling you what Basis is not. It's not a fixed return product. It's not directional trading. It's not unmanaged arbitrage, not a traditional investment fund, and it's not a bank account. And then they go through every single thing you could ever wonder here, which I absolutely loved. I also found their registration as a company. I always, look deep into these things, especially before we do a sponsorship with somebody or a partnership. And we've partnered with Basis here. They are registered. Here's their, headquarters, address, corporate numbers, etc. So let's jump into the actual platform because this is the fun part here. So if we go on basis.pro and we're going to click launch app, right? This is your staking dashboard. So you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Pax Gold, and Solana here. And all of mine are inactive right now because I have not staked anything. You've got live reward feed, total rewards generated, and then down here is your staking interface where you can stake these ST assets. And then, as I said before, they have the live centralized exchange arbitrage scanner, which is showing you all of the spreads and the very small, right? Arbitrage is when you take something on one platform, take an asset on one platform, and sell it on another platform, and you get that very small difference. Have you ever noticed that the Bitcoin price is different on Coinbase as it is on Binance or OKX as it is on Kraken? It's different on every platform. So they're making money doing centralized exchange arbitrage here. You can see those profits coming in. Now, if we go to the assets tab, this is where it all starts for you. If you go to deposit, obviously you have to connect your wallet up here. So if I disconnect and I connect, this is what it looks like, connect wallet. I'm going to connect Phantom there and boom, I'm connected. And now I can actually click deposit and you can see I have 0.5 SOL. We're going to test this out with 0.2 SOL. Click confirm. And then request has been submitted. I'm going to click done, and then it should refresh, and eventually the funds are going to show up right here as it says pending there. They're going to show up inside of the platform, and we'll be able to stake those. All right, now it says completed. That was only a few seconds, and now I should be able to get this into ST Sol. So I did have to refresh the page there, but you can see up here, if I'm on the Solana with my wallet connected, you can see I can go to swap, and now we're going to swap that entire amount into ST Sol right there, and another request has been submitted, and you can see my swap has been completed. Now we're going to head back to this stake tab right here, and we're going to go to ST Sol, and we're going to see we have $15 to stake. So I'm going to test this out. Click stake to earn. Funds will be available to withdrawal 7 days after unstaking, and boom, our stake has been submitted successfully. And while we're waiting for that to confirm, you can see they have the direct support tab here where you can instantly talk to support and open a ticket there. They also have the referral program. If you guys want to use my link, it's in the description to get onto the platform. Once your stake becomes active, this is the dashboard where you will see the live reward feed and total rewards generated. You can pick any asset here. They also have a VIP tier system, and ultimately they just make it very easy to do. Again, if you have any questions, this is searchable, so you can simply type in any word and this will search their entire docs. So they've got everything laid out for you right there. I'll make sure to update you guys on what I earn on this small stake. This is a very small amount, so I don't expect to earn thousands of dollars, but I'll update you in the next market update on what I've earned on that stake. So overall, that is the basis.pro platform. Once again, thank you to them for partnering on this video. Once again, also, crypto is risky in general, so do not get into this kind of stuff, this DeFi farming, if you don't know what you're doing. This is definitely more of an advanced platform, but they make it really easy to use. So thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. Love every single one of you, and goodbye.